So they say this first step to recovery is admitting you have a problem. So I'm here today because I need to make a confession. We have a serious problem. Exercise sucks. Getting fit and staying healthy can be a pretty tedious task. Most people opt into treadmills, lifting weights, doing push-ups, strapping into exercise machines. Not necessarily because they enjoy it, but because they feel like they need to meet some standard of beauty that the media set. And when approached like this, fitness is absurd. Not only when you simplify movements do they become unenjoyable, but they're boring as well. Fitness, movement in general, is supposed to be fun, not a job. Humans were designed to move and designed to enjoy movement. We understood this as children. We ran through trees, we climbed on rocks. Whenever we had an opportunity to exercise, we turned it into a game, even if we didn't realize it. And these games, some of you may remember. Follow the leader, the floor is lava, tag. Yet, over the course of our lives, as we grew up, we redefined movement as a chore. No more important than doing the dishes or taking out the trash. And this was a dangerous shift. Americans today spend more than 90% of the day indoors, behind computers and on televisions. We're obsessed with technology, to the point where we'd rather play a video game on our couch than go outside and play. For those who do choose to go outside, though, their options are severely limited. Expensive gym memberships and equipment, competition and team sports. So I'm here today to give you a tool that can change that hard work of exercise into play. A tool that can be used anywhere at any time and has no cost. That can offer real challenge, real risk, and give you a way to grow in a completely unique way. And that tool is parkour. Parkour is a discipline of natural human movements that we use, such as balancing, crawling, jumping, swinging, and vaulting. With these skills, practitioners learn to overcome obstacles, not just the physical, but the mental as well. We learn the difference between good risk and bad risk, and how to cope with uncertainty. What we're capable of becomes known to us, and where our limitation lies as well. In this way, parkour is the embodiment of play. There's no one right answer or routine you need to follow. There's no set of rules, and you can just indulge your interests. To demonstrate this and the differences in approach that practitioners may take, I'm going to invite out members of our community, and one in particular, Jesse, who's going to show. I'm going to give you.
You alone decide
This is
how physically challenging your movement will be, whether you prefer to try something like the biggest jump or to work on a movement that's small and technical. You decide whether you want to work low to the ground, focusing on technique, or higher up, taking risks, working against fear. Some people prefer to work on their static movement, working on control, whereas others prefer something a little more dynamic. Some people seek the most creative path. While others still prefer something a little more efficient.
Alongside these decisions, we play games. We test new ideas, we make mistakes, we scrape knees, but we learn as a community how to interact with each other in a completely unique way. Parkour is no different in the way we play it as children. Each person is allowed their own approach because we're not really focused on being better than someone else. We're focused on bettering ourselves. And this is what makes parkour so distinctly different from sports today. Football, soccer, basketball. Rather than trying to best someone else, we're trying to better ourselves. We have no standards of success except those we're going to set for ourselves. We have no minimum requirements or past experience needed. No judges, no medals, no such thing as second place. It does not matter so much if you cannot balance a mile. Perhaps you won't be able to jump great lengths. Maybe you won't be able to get up and over your walls the first time, the second, or even the third. And inevitably you'll fall. But you'll also learn to get back up and to try again. This is because parkour, unlike other sports, chooses to applaud effort over achievement. And that's the most important thing you need to take away with you today. We don't need to speak the same language. We don't need to have the same age, body type, abilities. There's no such thing as being too old or being too weak or being not good enough. Parkour and movement in general has no barrier of entry. And all that matters is that you come out, you try to better yourself, and you have a little fun along the way. Thank you.